We're back today with another Judge My Empress video. As always, the original source will be in the description, and let's go. So we are waiting for a first match. I'll skip until the start of the first match, and definitely mixed order lobby. And this was sent to me about a week ago, but a week ago there's still 3400, so definitely not, I would say, top 100 range, maybe more like top 1k to 2k range would be my guess. So first round, luckily you get a merge, you bench your troops, good. I would bench them a bit faster. And then, no. So I really wouldn't put the barb in front of the giant skelly. The reason being, you want both of your opponent's troops to attack the giant skelly, so that way it dies first, it deals damage to them, and then your barb can finish off the job. So what's going to happen here is the muskie retargets onto the giant skelly, it dies first, but it's a little too late, you end up losing the round. I don't think you would have lost the round necessarily. You scout for archers, you still buy it, that's fine. It's a cheap card, bench all your troops. No, I personally would bench my troops immediately and bring it out at the end, but that's really not something you see at top ladder. Also, you're fumbling with placement, but literally just put both your troops on opposite corners and just put your giant skelly in the middle and you'll be fine. You saw earlier that your opponent had a 2-star giant skelly and back range unit, so like he's not going to put his back range units in the front, so your positioning wasn't great and you're basically on life support, but that's fine. But you can definitely come back. If you should be scouting, but definitely come backable. So you buy cheap, nice, get your merge, nice. Takes a second to get there. Nice, you're going to sell that. You're going to keep both of your 2-star marksmen, I think, until you run out of elixir. You're going to sell the barb. Nice. You have to sell both of those. What? Did you buy the monk there? Okay, so you buy the wizard, that's fine. You should be buying the wizard here again to continue cycling cheap. Monk, I think, is objectively the wrong play, but go ahead and buy the archers, I guess. Yeah, because now you're stuck just putting a 1-star monk. And this is fine, right? I like putting my stuff around, so like archers on the left, and then maybe something in the middle, and then something else on the right. This I don't like. And I don't know if you even survived this. You need at least one more kill. Okay, so you basically get really lucky there, get that kill, and again you should be scouting. It looks like superstars are taken. So let's see what you end up doing. Yeah, you kind of pause here because how do I deal with the monk? You don't have the elixir to go for monk. Right, okay, so you get 2-star giants, you get knight, you get musketeer. Okay, at this point it's clear to me that you're trying to go for full nobles. You only get 5 troops, there you go. However, if you only have 5 troops, it's better to put the RG in because you'll get marksmen, right? With the giant, you don't get much of anything. But it looks like your opponent, despite it being round 4, has virtually nothing. So either they got a really bad start, or I guess it's 3400, so they're not going to be cycling as quickly, but still. And right away, one person is gone. And great, you're going to have to sell the 2-star print. I like that you're doing that. Don't be afraid to sell your 2 stars. And it looks like you're going for full noble plus titan, which personally isn't a comp that I play very often. I should. I just don't like it all that much. I think if you're hitting this comp, there are better 6-straight comps you can play instead. Great. I mean, I like that you're getting your positioning right, but first of all, your positioning is wrong, and second of all, you spend a fair amount of time doing it. So for some context, the best way to describe the positioning is you want them in a line, but you want your prince and your golden knight to receive both giant buffs. You want your knight to just receive the buff from the giant, and you want your musketeer to only receive the buff from the royal giant, because the knight needs the extra tankiness and the musketeer needs some more damage. And you really should be scouting. I don't know if the other guy's even going for superstar, and if you can snag a queen or a monk 3 here, I would totally do that. And also, if you scout, you would know what to block. So you do hit your cards. I mean, at this range, your opponents aren't going to be blocking much of anything. But you really do want to make sure that you are blocking your opponent's cards. I think they're trying to go for superstar, but I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, I actually see a ton of superstar cards, and you do block the Archer Queen towards the end there, which is pretty good. And okay, no, your opponent was going for tanks. Or no, you're playing a dead guy, okay. Yeah, so this opponent's definitely going for full superstar. And the second the builder dies, your giant will be unblocked, so this should be an indication to, I would just sell a 1-star troop and try hitting giant 3 immediately. Okay, yeah, you block a lot of stuff. You block the muskie, you block the archers. Not sure how I feel about that play at all. You knew the RG3 was unblocked the second the builder died, but you went ahead and sold it anyway. I would sell the Valkyrie if I were you, honestly. Unless you're trying to pivot here. Maybe you're trying to pivot to tanks, but it's hard to tell. Monk is probably free here too. And I don't agree with Giant on the damage type. Okay, so if you pause here, this is proper placement, right? Both the Prince and Golden Knight receive both buffs, and the other troops receive their respective buffs. This is not proper placement. What you had 2 seconds ago with your Musketeer to the right and the GK up was better, because now the GK doesn't receive the Giant buff. So now what happens? I mean, your Golden Knight gets decent value, I guess. I mean, it's not killing anything, so I don't know. But it gets a dash chain off, so that goes really well for you. He's on 1 HP. And then what? You block 2 of his cards, which is good. You can sell the Valkyrie. Muskie is... I don't like unblocking Monk, but I don't think the opponent's going to try going for it. And you hit all your cards. You missed a merge there. Don't miss the merge. Especially, like, you might... It's fine if you missed a merge, right? Because there's an archer. And if you see the top left here, he hits Monk 3. So I should give more credit to the opponent for actually going for Monk 3. So which is why I like keeping it blocked. And so for this comp, you want to block the Valkyries, right? Because you don't want him to play the Valkyrie variant and get tank on his Monk, because that'd be even more annoying. And this placement is correct, so good on you for finding it. Ideally, the Prince hits the Archer Queen. P.E.K.K.A is actually the most useless troop your Prince could hit. However, he doesn't have that many 2-stars, and for whatever reason, he blocked basically none of your stuff. So you end up winning round 1. Nothing crazy in terms of mistakes, but lots of tiny minor mistakes that will cost you games in higher ladders. So you're okay, so you're like top 3k, so that's good to know. So anyways, let's move on to the next match. And another lucky start. Just hold here. I would not actually. Ooh, it's tough. If you sell, you get 3 elixir, so you're basically. Oh, and against the Sage too. Oh, this is a tough shot. I actually don't know. I think I would sell the 2-star, get the Queen, and just hope I get a 2 elixir card in my shop, and then I can play both. Some people like sacking round 1 against the Queen, or round 1 against the Sage. I don't like doing that. The reason being that I'm confident in my ability to deal with the 4-star Sage late game, but I really need my early game HP. Right, and especially with the 2-star Archer, you're not going to survive round 1 much anyway. So you might as well sell and get the champion, which is what I would have done. So you sell, okay, it's fine. You get the merge, Goblin, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Your cycle stops. I don't double sell in round 2. Nice, you find the optimal trades. I like placing myself. Yeah, this is no. Yeah, you realize at the last second. Huge mistake here. The only reason you're not like completely cooked is because you have a merge on the Giant Skelly next round. But I think you know what a big mistake you made here too. And like you might even win here, but like it doesn't matter. You needed that Goblin. And also you should be scouting more, which I basically tell in every Judge My Empress video and all the coaching I do, but no one seems to scout. Or they scout after the match is over, where you're not seeing what the other guy had. So get your merge. Yep. You're going to have to sell the Giant Skelly. I would sell the Giant Skelly. You're going to have to sell it anyway. Nice. Barb, you won't need that. Knight is pretty good. Muskie's pretty good. Muskie and Knight just make a really good round 3 comp, so I like having both. Get the Muskie 2, sell the Stab Goblin. Yep, sell it. Focus on positioning. Have your Knight and Musketeer touching. No. At the last second, you have to adjust your positioning. If you actually, the proper thing to do here would be have the Valk on the bottom left, Knight just above it, and then Valkyrie at the top, and that way you get 4 traits. And it's a very strong round 3 comp that has the potential to survive also. I think you... Okay, so you got the merge there, you sold, Valkyrie's good, Prince is good. Okay, these weren't the... This isn't what I was worried about. Dark Goblin. I would grab the Wizard here, actually. I don't like your elixir situation. And then you're holding here. You shouldn't hold here. Just stop watching the matches and continue to cycle for stuff. Hit the... Yeah, there you go. There you go. Sell it. Musketeer is good. Giant is good. Sell the Giant. Monk is good. I don't hate Monk. You haven't... I think I was wrong earlier. You have enough elixir to actually be playing something, but you would have had more elixir had you gone for goblins, so... Oh no. Anyways, I'm round 3. Grab the prince. Okay, you gotta do something. Sell the knight. Or what I hear, especially, you can sell the musketeer because you have 1 musketeer on your bench. Like, one mistake. Okay, so you hit muskie 3 here, but in a lot of top ladder games, you're not going to hit muskie 3. So what I would recommend is don't be afraid to just cycle your musketeer. I know it's really tempting. Also, you need to be selling that. Like, you're taking... I guess it's a bit scary at lower levels, but at top ladder, I cycle that prince, grab the merge on the monk, and continue cycling until like half a second left and just deal with placements later. And that's something you'll get with time, the ability to just cycle faster and faster. And things will go well for you because Muskie 3 will just carry it'll just carry the entire game. And yeah, it's good that you're scouting during the match so you can see that some of the superstars are taken. And in fact, you're the only Empress in the lobby. In fact, it's a completely mixed ruler lobby. That's something I should have pointed out earlier. What that means is this is basically an auto win and you can just rush superstar. What? Why are you buying Golden Knight here? Right? This is either a P.E.K.K.A. or a Queen shop where you try going super... Actually, the Loong is contesting superstar. I would just buy Queen to just block it, honestly. But objectively, I think Golden Knight is the incorrect buy. You're out of elixir. No, you should sell your monk 2 to continue cycling and stop burning elixir. So you need to sell monk 2. There you go. Like, either way, I think your mid game play needs some work here. Okay, this is fine. But the thing is, you have a bunch of 1-stars with no traits. Get monk 2, get giant, put giant in for marksman at the very least. Yeah, and you have 2 skeleton or giant skeletons on the board. It's not great. But you hit all of that. You hit all the RG, so that's pretty good. I hardly ever sell stuff like that. Like, if I hit 3 stars, there's only 22 cards in the pool, so I'm going to play 3 stars if I hit them, unless I have something objectively better. So I don't sell 3-star RG, and you're lucky. Okay, I don't know why you're selling it. I would keep it, and then maybe play like Giant, Muskie, Knight, Valkyrie, Archer, Queen. There's like some 6 traits you can do. Okay, it seems like... Okay, so just because you want to play full tank doesn't mean you have to. This is something that like people do a lot at lower ladder. They think, oh yeah, I'm going to play full tanks this game, and like they'll just sell their 3 stars or like sacrifice objectively better comp. Also, you win this because there's no other Empress in the lobby. They can't contest you at all. You get all the cards you want. You need your archers in for the 1-star knight, by the way, which you don't do. And this Goblin Queen has a 3-star archer queen somehow, which good on them for getting that much elixir. But yeah, what you need to do is, and yeah, he's also playing the 2-star RG because you sold all your copies. Also, I thought the Loong was the one with the superstar, but I guess I was wrong. And yeah, I mean, you win because you're an Empress player and you got lucky, but I really don't like how you played this here. I'm beyond just you forgot the 2-star archer. Stop forcing full tanks and forcing stuff. Well, you should... Okay, I mean, he's a Loong player. He can't really do anything. You can cycle for queens or giant skeletons. Or not giant skeletons. Or giant skeletons or skeleton kings. You can cycle for your stuff. So don't just sit around and block 1-star copies. He's hardly ever going to hit his stuff. And you have a 1-star Valkyrie. And yeah, you need the 2-star archers in there, not the random 1-star knight. And now you figure it out. But I guess what I was trying to say earlier is that you can't be forcing full tank or full superstar or full undead. What you should be doing is like trying to get a bunch of leveled up cards and figuring out the traits later. And this is very hard at lower levels because you're not going to be able to intuitively understand like, oh, this card goes with that card, and if I have this card, I need to go for this other card. Like if I have say a Skeleton King, I probably want a Barb or a Prince to get the Warrior trait. And then, oh, I got my Barb and our Prince. Let's say I got my Barb, and I'm going to want an Archer for Marksman. And then if I have an Archer, let me go get the Musketeer. And then you can construct these sort of chains of cards that you can get good levels on. And you build up a comp with, say, like 4, 5, 6 traits. And like that, it's harder, right? But that's objectively how you improve, and not just forcing comps every time. So Knight is good, Sap Goblin is good, and basically a good start, right? And there's only one other Empress in the lobby. I know Loons can be scary, especially at lower ladder. I myself struggled a lot with them last season. This season, after a certain point, you're not going to see much Loons anymore. I think in my past maybe 20 top ladder games, I've seen like one Loon, and it's Mookie, who basically always plays Loon. Like, they're scary early game, but like after a certain point they cease to be scary. If we go back to this particular buy, buying the Goblin Machine I think is the correct play here because it's 4 elixir, so you might as well get the Goblin thing. If there was a cheaper card, I might have grabbed that instead. But yeah, Goblin Machine is good. This is good. I would actually grab the Demolisher. If we go back here, Knight. Yep, I would just grab the Demolisher here, just so that let's say your cycle ends here. In this round, your Machine plus Demolisher, because they put that in over Sap Goblin, it produces a Demolisher. You'll get a merge for next round. So in no universe do I grab the Giant here. So like here, your probability of getting a merge is 1 out of 3. You grab the Demolisher, it goes to 2 out of 3. So incorrect play here. And if you would have grabbed the Dark Goblin, it would have risen to 3 out of 3. Also, if you're fast, like, yeah, be fast. Yeah, see, if you're faster, you sell the 2-star Sap Goblin to get the merge on the Wizard, sell the Wizard, and put the 1-star Archer in. But instead you have 3 Goblins. So this is like a speed issue, and then also an accuracy issue on not buying the Demolisher earlier. It's something that comes with practice. Like, you just have to play more and get faster, and as you get faster, like, you might suffer in terms of accuracy, but it's just really important that you be able to act fast and be able to make the correct buys, which I know it's a tall order, but it's how you get better at the game. So we get, okay, you get the Sap Goblin. Unfortunate, don't pause here. No. You get the 3-star merge always, right? You pause, don't pause. Here you get the 3-star merge, get 4 elixir, and at that point you have infinite elixir, and you can spam something good. You can spam not knight, you can spam giant, you can spam queen, you can spam monk, you can spam a solid card. And yeah, you need to sell the 2-star, but now you're broke on elixir. You can't do anything. You're going to have to sell the queen. Yeah, I know you want to go superstar, but you don't have the elixir to go superstar. So you need to be fast at cycling. Okay, great. Get the queen in. You see, at this point, okay. At this point, like, you need to continue cycling. No one has superstar. Just hold here. If you're feeling risky, one thing you can do is just see how there's 4 troops alive. He only had 5 troops on the board to begin with, so what you could do is sell the 2-star Valkyrie and just continue cycling on the bench. And that seems scary because you're basically putting yourself super low, right? Like basically 1 HP, but you're 1 HP anyway. And in the former scenario, you have a ton of time to cycle. And if you're good at cycling, you can get all the cards you need. So go ahead. What? No. You need to buy Demolisher. You get the merge. Merge is good. Get Demolisher here and sell the Valkyrie and try getting 3-star. So we're going to continue cycling, which is good. Get the Musketeer, sell it, fine. This is fine. You have 3 out of 4 superstar actually. You're missing the P.E.K.K.A, so you need to find the P.E.K.K.As. You find the P.E.K.K.A, nice. Baby Dragon Sally gets a 2-star P.E.K.K.A, nice. Actually with 4 out of 4 superstar, I like having my queen in the front typically, just to target their troops. But I guess this works out. The other thing is this Empress player. didn't really have a decent comp in round 4. You get a decent start, and you're able to knock them out, and honestly after that, like, it's 2 Loons, so you shouldn't be too concerned. Your Wi-Fi is lagging a bit, so that's unfortunate. And when I'm playing Loons, which has, no, I would sell the P.E.K.K.A here, actually. Right, you get the Wizard, sell it, you're out of Elixir, just sell the 2-star P.E.K.K.A, it's not that important, don't sell your 1-star. Okay, sell the 1-star Prince, and then you sold your RG, which I also disagree with, because you're going to need the RG. Okay, now you hit the P.E.K.K.A. So, see how you're broke on Elixir? Like, you could have also sold a 2-star Giant to get this Queen, but again, these are Loons, they're not blocking you. Or you could sell the Valkyrie, because you don't really need the Valkyrie in this comp. But now you're just completely broke on Elixir. Like, the proper comp here is RG plus some Muskie, but at 1-star prefer Archer over Musketeer anyway. But you're broke on Elixir because of your placement, and also Machine should be in the back, because it insta shoots. Machine should be in the back and it should be touching the RG, so all of its shots have more damage. So your positioning definitely needs some work, and I would recommend taking a look at some of my other gameplay or some like other pro gameplay just to see what the proper positioning is. And I'm gonna skip to the next round, and quite honestly, like, this is a Loon, so yeah, I don't know. They're not going to be much of a challenge. You can just cycle your Giants at will, sell the Valkyries is what I would do, honestly. Pick up the Archer and or Musketeer. So he's actually blocking both the Musketeer and the Archer, so at this point you should realize that this is a Loon player. I don't really care if he gets a 3-star Valkyrie, sell the Valkyrie and then go for Monk 3, because he's not blocking Monk 3. Or if he is, he's blocking 1 copy, you can get Monk 2 at least, and that would be pretty useful. Or like if you sold your Giants, the proper comp is of course full Superstar plus Valkyrie plus Monk, so you could have also just cycled around you could have maybe even cycled around your Machine, though that's pretty risky, but cycle around your 2-star P.E.K.K.A and then maybe hit Monks. But yeah, it's eh. I mean, at this point, right, Machine has both buffs. It really only needs the RG buff, but you're an Empress playing Loon late game, they're not that scary. And this is what I want to make clear to everyone struggling with Loons. They're only a real struggle like rounds 1 through 3. Round 4 and later, they're not that big of a deal, especially if you get a cycle going. Okay, so this Loon is still alive, and yeah. Actually, where's this Baby Dragon coming from? So you hit the 3rd Demolisher, you sell it, you go for a Monk, good. You burn all your Elixir. You should probably cycle. I would cycle your Demolisher here because you're completely broke on Elixir, and you're completely broke on Elixir, mind you, because you keep on selling your 1-stars instead of the 2-stars on your field. Trust me, it's not that big of a deal, especially against a Loon. And yeah, you try hitting stuff, it doesn't work. You sell your Baby Dragon, you get this, and okay, yeah, this entire sequence was kind of scuffed, and you buy. Okay, so you buy the Skeleton. Yep, you get the upgrade. And then instead of buying the Witch, you buy the more expensive unit, so you just have to learn to be accurate, honestly. And sell the Musketeer, because you're not going to play it. Yeah, and see, now you have optimal traits. And now you finally hit Machine 3. Though with the 1-star Monk. If you'd played this slightly better, you could have gotten more Monks. And the opponent has Muskie 3, but you have a lot of 3-stars, so it's not that big of a deal. But the big thing is, like, you have to be selling your 2-stars. And I think that's the big issue. Just you have to be selling your 2-stars and stop burning so much Elixir. And yeah, other than that, I hope these tips help. And yeah, if you want to be featured on Judge My Empress, be sure to send your videos in my Discord. And also, for any future submissions, I'd like to see a game where like you didn't get first, right? It's easy. I know people want to send in their clips of, oh, I got first 3 times, I hit a new PB, but like that's good and all, but like it's a lot easier. It's more useful like if you're sending in clips of how you're playing when you don't get the best start imaginable. It provides more tips. But that's all I have to say about that. That's actually a suggestion that Mega gave me, and I agree with him. But yeah, anyways, if you like my content, make sure to like and subscribe, try and hit 1K. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next video.